Okay, well, the contractor, the new one, was here today. Oh look, a nice big screw left there. Okay, and let's see what has been accomplished. So the good news is that, I don't know if you remember, there were walls here, and it had a very strange room, and this was access to the other side, and you can see the linoleum was pulled up, and so we're on the subfloor here. And so this begins our open floor plan, minus the hanging wires, of course. So as the renter comes in, I believe this one is going, but that one has to stay. That one is attached to the roof. But this one is a support beam, but it's like a 4x4. But the thing is, there's one here as well. So I don't know why there'd be two support beams so close together. But anyway, so as you can see, the base cabinets are here. I've actually been busy painting everything white, and let me tell you, this is 3 coats. This is 3 coats, and I think it may need one more, maybe 4 coats, because we're going from this mustard color to white, and it's a big transition. I learned that we cannot square this off because we broke through that wall, and behind there is the hot water heater. Surprise, surprise. So this angle has to stay. So what's going to happen is we're going to have to make the countertop come from that corner, come around, and basically come around and, I guess, angle it, and then the stove will be there, and then I guess maybe make the refrigerator squared off, maybe do an angle stove, angle refrigerator. Because I will say this, that in talking with the contractors, he gave me a great idea. I was going to basically put the washer and dryer in the kitchen, and the contractor said, no, I suggest you put the washer and dryer hookup in the bathroom. So let's go there. So the washer and dryer, if you remember, there was a wall here with the ugly washer and dryer. That's been pulled out. Here is the disgusting bedroom, so to speak. I mean, you know, it's basically a pass-through. But here is the bathroom. And if you remember, I was actually going to try to put the tub shower here and make that like a window, okay? But what the contractor, a guest contractor who basically didn't want to work on a mobile home, he gave me good advice. He said, why don't you put the washer and dryer in the bathroom? He goes, you have already water lines. And he goes, this way, if it's noisy, you just shut the door and it doesn't interrupt your TV watching. So I thought that was really good advice. So that's basically what we're doing. And we were going to put the tub there, but as he drilled through, there's a floor joist there, so he cannot drop the drain there. So what's going to happen is that corner is going to be where the dryer is going. Here's going to be the washer, and obviously a smaller vanity. We're going to get a smaller mirror. There's your electrical plug X amount of inches away, which is standard. And what we're going to do is we're going to, I think, punch a window either in this wall or that wall for natural air to circulate. God forbid, if you're trapped in here, you know, you can go out through the window, whatever, God forbid. But because, here we go, because we changed A, now we have to change B. So now that the tub is having to go back on this side, we have those window cutouts. Well, the 3-piece surround isn't tall enough to cover that. So now I had to get drywall to insert into the window holes for him to attach the walls. Oh yeah. And then once this is done, then this will paint it white, bright white. I'm gonna put a vanity light up there when the electrical is done. This is gone. You know, all these floor vents are going. I never understood that. The bedroom is basically going to stay the same shape. We're not going to change this at all. You know, this is like all refuge. I gotta throw all this stuff away. Oy. But so this is what it looks like. And the good news is, here's the good news. This is the handyman's tools. He's coming back later on today, but I want to do this video very quickly. Do you see what they did? Here is the subfloor and there's the tile. What they basically did, they did laziness. Instead of digging the floor down or making a new subfloor, so the tile and the linoleum would be at one level, they basically put a floor on top of a floor. That's why we have this difference in height. So what's going to happen is once we remove this tile and everything, remove this here, the floor will become a normal height connecting with each other, and then we can basically fix the subflooring, whatever's, you know, whatever, and then just get the linoleum and roll it out and be done. The washer and dryer are going to be sold. First of all, they're family size, and we don't supply. In South Carolina law says if you supply it, you got to maintain it. We're not going to do that. We're not going to maintain a washer and dryer. So, and I don't know what, but Travis ended up using these doors as shelves, and all these little screws there he used to put tools on. We're not doing that. I'm thinking of painting them black and trying to use them for something. I don't know. But this is the apartment so far. At least, I thank God we're moving forward, right? We're moving forward. And I think you can see what space we have here. So when you come into the front door, immediately you have all of this space. So the kitchenette will be over there, and the dining room will be over there, and your living room will be right here. You could even, you know, put a little office over there, whatever. But you can see the square feet that was just being wasted, And on the other side of this is the closet. So this square is the master bedroom closet. So this will work, you know, this will work. Okay, and I obviously got wires hanging all over the place. So I'm not going to touch them. All right, and just to let you know, we are moving forward with, this is the third contractor. His name is Matthew, young man. Has a lot of tools, but usually his father did all the planning. And what happened is, just to let you know, we turned off the water so he could, you know, do plumbing. He didn't realize that there's parts that were needed to attach to the plumbing, you know, for the hoses. And I guess he assumed that Lowe's would have them. Guess what? They're special order. They didn't have it. I guess something about Moen is a brand name. You gotta buy the Moen, like iPhone. You can only do iPhone with iPhone, you know. Ugh. More junk, more drama. But anyway, so the water is cut off at the house, and we're waiting for him. He had to go to Lowe's to buy cutoff valves, because if I turn the water on, the house will be flooded in 5 minutes. Isn't that fun? So anyway, this is an update. It is March 2026, and it is already hot as hell. Can't stand it. It's already so hot. But that's the South. Hot. You got a spider going on, and you can see all the debris. All the debris. the drywall, the rotted this and that. And I'm gonna basically just deal with it piece by piece. What we're doing here, anything that's burnable is gonna go over there. Anything that is not burnable goes here. Look at that tub, that huge tub, because they had to go underneath the house, you see? So they had to move all that stuff to get underneath the house to look at the pipes. Oy, oy, oy. So much work, but look at that tub. Huge, huge and old. It was painted. It's just nasty. And here's the crazy part. This tub is so big, it actually, we would empty all the hot water in here. We'd basically turn on the tap. It never filled up. There was not enough hot water to fill up this tub. So I don't know why they bother putting this in when you can't even have a hot tub. Anyway, all right, 'tis it for me. And obviously it's still, everything's still dead and brown. It's March, but hot as hell. All right, that's it for now. Okay, y'all. Thank you. God bless.